everyone. Here we are going to start our first practical, that is assignment number 1 of our this year. The first practical will be in Microsoft Word. As all of us are familiar with Microsoft Word, we know how to open it and how to do a practical or how to work in it. So first of all we will start Microsoft Word. We'll go to the start button on the taskbar. Here we have different programs in which we will choose Microsoft Word. From the Microsoft Office option, it will give us a drop down list in which all of the applications will be appearing. So I will open here Microsoft Word. So in this practical we are going to type the paragraph as well as format it and use word art. Different kind of shapes also are going to be inserted. We are going to apply borders and shading to our file. I'll just maximize the zoom in order to show it properly. So first of all we will set our font size and font color. I'm going to click on the font option. Here the Calibri font is default font. We are going to change it to Times New Roman. If you want another font, you can also change to your favorite font. Here the standard document font size is 14, that I'm going to choose. And now for this document I'm going to select a blue color. You can also further select a different color if you want. So first of all I will add a word art to my file. There are different options we have already studied. So whichever word art design is favorite of you, you can choose it. So I'm going to type here. Click on OK. Okay. Now I will arrange it to the center of the page by clicking on the center alignment in the paragraph group of Home tab. Now if you want to change the format or color or the size, you can again click on the word art and go to Format tab that is open after clicking on the word art. These much options are available. You can choose any one of that if you want to. Then I'll just click here at the end of the line and press enter in order to go to the next line. Here again I will change the alignment. Now I want the left alignment. Suppose I select left alignment, my text will not be aligned properly to the right side. So I'm going to choose here the justified alignment that can arrange my text properly to the both sides. Now I'm going to type here my text. So I'm not going to type here more large paragraph. I will send the paragraph in the next message. Now I'm going to add here a shape that we have to do for our practical. In insert tab we have a shape option in illustrations group. Here different kind of shapes are available. These are the mostly used or recently used shapes. These are the line shapes which you can use for your uh, adding to your text. These are the basic shapes. You can use the rectangle, parallelogram, you can have a diamond shape, a rounded rectangle is there, triangle is there, plus sign, hexagon, ovals are there. Okay, so these shapes can be added to your text further. Now the block arrows functions are block arrow shapes are also available. Low chart options are available. Callouts are available for if you are going to make a greeting card in which you are going to add callout. Stars and banners are also available with different 8, 16, 24. Okay, any these 24 point shapes can be added to your text also. Now here we will add an oval. I'll just click here. I will drag my mouse and draw the circle. If you can press the shift button, your circle will be drawn properly. Now I want again a circle. It should be copied. So I will click on that and go to the home tab in which I have the option copy. After copying it, the paste will be active. I will paste it. The next circle will also be pasted here on the screen. I will move it towards the right side. Now we will go for the next objects or next steps to be added. Here I am going to add line. Again I will click on insert tab. I will click on shapes button and I will have here arrow tab, or you can say the arrow button. Just click on the point from which you are going to add the arrow. Once you have added your arrow, you can also copy the arrow by clicking on the copy button. Then you just paste it. Next arrow is also appearing on the screen now. Now you can turn this arrow to the opposite direction from the rotate option. You just have to flip it horizontally and put your arrow wherever you want. Place it on the proper place where it is required. Again an arrow should be inserted here, that is the two-sided arrow. Again I'll click on the shapes option and click on the both side arrow. Two-sided arrow should be inserted here for the next object. So just click here and draw it. If you press shift button, it will be drawn very nicely. Arrows here and two simple lines to be inserted now from this point. You can again press the shift button to add the arrow or simple line. Again I'm going to copy it, again I'm going to paste it. Now click on the line which should be copied and I'm going to place it on its proper place. You can just pick it up with your mouse, or you can further use your arrow buttons to move it. Now the image is placed here. If you want to color the image, click on the image or the shapes which you want to color. Click on the format and you just go for the shape fill or any of the colors here. Okay, this will give you the shape styles for your shape. And if you want a plain color, just click on the shape fill option. Any kind of color you can add. Click here and again go for that color. If you want same color, you just go for the same color. Otherwise you can choose another color that you want to. We are going to add here few letters also. So here I am going to add again a text box again here. The text box will provide you an option to add something anywhere in the document. While looking at it will be larger, but then you can make it smaller. It can be picked up and it can be put anywhere in the document. Just pick it up wherever you want to add it and put on the place. Just make sure that you haven't selected any object from the screen. Just you have seen here I was there on the blue circle, or I had selected blue circle and the text box replaced my circle. So while inserting any object, just make sure that you have not selected any other object or any other shape, otherwise it will be replaced. Here right click in your text box and click on here, click to edit text box. If it is already selected, don't do anything and write down the text whichever you want. Now here you can see I am going to type M1. Now this M1, by looking at first side, the M1 will be there, but I want to place 1 to the base. So I will just go to the home tab and then I will click on the subscript option. It can create small letters below the baseline of my text. Okay, I can further move my text box wherever I want. If you want it transparent, then click on the text box and click on the format button and click on the send to back. Now if you want to erase the borders of your text box, click on the shape outline and click here no outline. Okay, so your text box now doesn't have any outline, so you can place it anywhere you want. It will not the changes will not reflect on any other object. So in this way we are going to put here other objects also, other text also. I'll just copy this. I'll just click outside and I'll just paste it. And now I'm going to move the text box. It can be moved here. Now we are going to change it according to our requirements. As we have put M1 to the first circle here, M2 will be replaced by it, and I'm going to send it to the back of my circle on the screen. Again, I'll just now press Ctrl V to paste the text box, and now the text box will be moved here, and again it will be sent to the back side of that arrow. So in this way we are going to add other objects, and we'll send the text box outside, or you can say the back side to the back side of the arrow, and I am going to change the text here. I'll just click this text box as it can take the changes I've made. Just click here and it can be placed wherever I want. So in this way we have to add other text also. You have to add your text, and then we'll add borders to our page that are here in the page layout tab. Page borders can be inserted to our document section. Okay, the options are available here. Apply to whole document, this section, first page, or all except first page. The section will add the borders to the section which you have selected. Suppose you want the border for the first page only, you can go for this option. Otherwise, if you want border for whole document except the first page, you just click on the last option. So I'm going to click on the whole document, and now for that I'm going to select box option. Box will give you the facility to choose the border. There are different kind of border lines available. You can choose the color, and you can also choose the width of the border. You just go for the standard border width. Now you can see we have added border to our page. I'll just zoom out the page that you can see the border. Next thing is that in the border option there are different artistic kind of borders available, which using which you can also make greeting cards, attractive pages, or attractive documents on the screen. Different kind of graphics are available here. If you want to go for the different graphics, you just click on the artistic borders. That can be also printable borders. Now after typing and after placing all the elements on the screen, you just go for the saving file. Click on this save button using Windows button, and afterwards here you can choose the destination where you are going to save your file. I'm just going to save my file on the desktop. If you have your own folder in your computer, you just go for the folder and change the name of your file to gravitational force. Now here, while saving the file, different types of save options are available. If you are going to save it as only a Word document, it can be saved and have .doc extension, that is document extension. Suppose you want to save your file as a PDF, just go for the PDF option. It will have PDF extension and it will only be read only file. If you want to make it an accessible file for changes also, you can just go for the Word document file and click on the save button. Now I'm just going to close my file. If you want to open it for the further uses or making changes, you can click on the file. Double click on the file and your document is here. Now suppose if you are going to make any change, just make the change and save your file. Now no need to give name again, as our file have the name gravitational force. The changes will be saved with this button and close the file. Thank you.